What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com.
Here are my DFS picks for NBA Tuesday, November 27th.
These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button so you don't miss our new videos.
Okay, let's see who we have at the point guard position. I like Jamal Murray from the Denver Nuggets playing the LA Lakers, who give up the 9th most fantasy points overall, and they give up the 5th most fantasy points to opposing point guards. Jamal Murray has scored 44, 36, and 35 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 32.1 fantasy points per game on the season, in an average of 34 minutes per game with a 24% usage rate. Jamal Murray is $6,900 DraftKings salary. He's $400 more on FanDuel, projected at 32.5 fantasy points here tonight. He's going to need about 34 fantasy points to hit 5 times value. I like this matchup for Jamal Murray. It's a fast-paced game at home versus a bad Lakers defense. Okay, who do we have at the shooting guard position? I like Dwayne Wade from the Miami Heat playing the Atlanta Hawks, who are the absolute worst defense overall and give up the absolute most fantasy points to opposing shooting guards. Dwayne Wade has scored 53, 22, and 12 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 25.9 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 25 minutes per game with a 27% usage rate. Dwayne Wade had a killer game last game. He scored 53 points in 34 minutes with a 34% usage rate. This is not a back-to-back. He's had plenty of rest. It's a home game, fast-paced game. You got to believe they're going to give Dwayne Wade the minutes again and see if he can shine. Dwayne Wade is only $5,300 DraftKings salary. He's $200 more on FanDuel, projected at 27.1 fantasy points here tonight. That would be over 5 times value. I don't like chasing those 50-point games. What are the chances he does it 2 games in a row? Not a whole lot. But if he gets 25 plus minutes and scores you 30 fantasy points, that's great value for your dollar. Please like the video and click that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so you get access to all of our new videos. We put out new content every single day, and it's free. All you gotta do is click that subscribe button and hit that bell notification. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you guys watching. My power is actually out right now, so this is my backup system. Okay, let's take a look at the small forward position. Here's a value play for you. I like DeAndre Bembry from the Atlanta Hawks playing the Miami Heat, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, but they give up the 9th most fantasy points to opposing small forwards. Bembry has scored 36, 39, and 19 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 21.7 fantasy points per game on the season, in an average of 23 minutes per game with an 18% usage rate. Bembry is only $4,000 DraftKings salary. He's $900 more on FanDuel, but I love that DraftKings price. He's projected at 21.2 fantasy points here tonight, and that's over 5 times value. Okay, who do we have at the power forward position? I like Blake Griffin for the Detroit Pistons playing the New York Knicks, who have the 6th worst defense overall, and they give up the 2nd most fantasy points to opposing power forwards. Blake Griffin has scored 36, 44, and 57 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 47.5 fantasy points per game on the season, in an average of 36 minutes per game with a 29% usage rate. Blake Griffin is $9,300 DraftKings salary. He's $500 more on FanDuel. I like the price on both sites. It's a home game, fast-paced game. Great matchup for Blake Griffin here tonight. Okay, moving on to the center position. I'm going to give you another DraftKings punt play. This is another value play. It's Mason Plumlee for the Denver Nuggets playing the LA Lakers, who are the 9th worst defense overall, and they give up the 4th most fantasy points to opposing centers. Mason Plumlee has scored 30, 44, and 27 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 19.4 fantasy points per game on the season, in an average of 17 minutes per game with an 18% usage rate. Mason Plumlee is only $3,500 DraftKings salary. He's 2,000 more on FanDuel, so forget about playing him on FanDuel. You can do it if you want, but I don't think it's worth the risk at that price. But at $3,500 DraftKings salary, he's projected at 18.3 fantasy points, and that's over 5 times value. That's under his average for the year, and he's scoring 30 to 40 fantasy points the last 3 games. Why not give this guy a shot? The implied total of this game is 216 total points. Plenty of points to go around. I love Mason Plumlee as a long shot play on DraftKings only.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video.